Good morning. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elise and I make videos. I'm usually just kind of sharing random opinions about things. I call myself an opinion vlogger, and just you name it, whatever comes to my mind, whatever I feel like, oh, you know what, I could do a video about that. I have some opinions. I have some thoughts to share about that. I try not to do anything too controversial. But I don't know. At some point in the future, I might, if it's something I'm really passionate about, and I just think, you know what? Even though there's people who won't like this opinion, I'm gonna share it. I may go down that road at some point in the future. But yes, so that's me. My name is Elise, and I have 3 kids. I have William and Joshua are my 3-year-old twins, and then I have a almost 9-month-old baby. You can probably hear her in the background. She's playing, named Evangeline. We call her Evie. And I think probably a lot of people would be interested in if I were to make a daily vlog. We are a homeschool family. We're kind of crunchy, but not super crunchy. We eat really clean. My kids are just really bright little boys that just soak up information, and it's really fun to dialogue with them and teach them about things. And I think a lot of people probably would be interested in a daily vlog and seeing kind of our day-to-day life and seeing how the kids grow up, but that is not something that I plan to ever do, and I just wanted to explain why. So I love watching vlogs. I enjoy watching them. My favorite one, I've mentioned her before, is Micah Stauffer, and then her family blog, The Stauffer Life. I love watching those little kids grow up. I love watching them just for different ideas of, you see other parents doing things with their kids, doing fun, hands-on, interactive things, and you think, oh, that's a good idea. We should go to the, water park, or, whatever. It's just like almost like a sounding board or an inspiration board in vlog form. And they adopted a child, and it was really fun to watch them go through their adoption journey. So there's some different ones that I really like watching. I like watching other people's children, but I feel like, personally for me, I could not do that to my kids, because sure, they may as children, feel like, oh yeah, we consent to having, people watch our lives, watch our, watch us grow up, watch what upsets us, and watch what makes us happy, and learn all about us. As children, they may think that they consent to that. But I feel like when a lot of these kids grow up who were raised in the public eye of YouTube, I feel like it's going to be a challenge for them. At this point, there are so many people who vlog, and each family, just kind of like I have my favorite family, thousands of people around America and, the world have their favorite families to watch. There's a really cool family called the Bucket List family, where they travel around the world and you get to see their adventures. There's minimal families. There's homeschool families. There's vegan families. There's all of these families that have some kind of an angle. There's a twin family that I like to watch because they have twins, and so when I was a new twin mom, I really liked watching that. There's all these different people that have different angles, and their kids are growing up and being watched by thousands of people. And when you get a good YouTube following, it's not like I do, so I wouldn't really have to worry about this at this point, unless this ever happened to me. But when you get thousands of people watching you, something happens to your kid, they have to go to the hospital for something, they get diagnosed with something, they go through some hard emotional thing, and that gets seen by thousands of people, and it might be fine with you, but what if your kid grows up to be a very private person and feels like, I don't want thousands of people knowing private, intimate details about my life and what happened to me as a kid? And even if it's not like scarring stuff, but just what if your kid is a private person and now you have aired their entire childhood on the internet, and thousands of people watched them grow up and knows things about them that they don't really want to be known by the world. So, I mean, obviously you can pick and choose what content you're gonna upload as you're editing. You know, you don't have to upload real juicy stuff, but I still feel like for private individuals, a lot of times it is the little things that matter most. And so for that reason, I would not want to do that to my kids. But then also, even if they did not grow up to be private people, they grow up loving the fact that, you know, thousands of people are in love with me, you know, all over the world. And thousands of people watched me grow up and are emotionally invested in me. And I have this following and I have these people that love me. Well, I feel like, and this is all, again, I'm an opinion vlogger. This is my opinion. So this is all kind of theory. It's not like I've seen this happen per se. But what happens when all of these children who are being raised on YouTube right now, because of all of these vloggers out there, all these daily vloggers, lifestyle vloggers, family vloggers, all of these children that are growing up being watched by thousands of people, and they're fine with it. They're not necessarily private people. They're in love with the fact that so many people are in love with them. But it's almost like a little generation of like celebrity kids, if that makes sense. I feel like obviously it's not like they're all Lindsay Lohans and, you know, Mary-Kate and Ashley's. Obviously they're not like that famous, but a lot of these kids grow up feeling like they are gonna grow up feeling like they are a really big deal and that the world loves them, and then they're gonna grow up and realize that they're not a big deal and that most of the world doesn't know who they are. And I think, I don't know, I feel like that would really mess with a kid's identity, a young adult's identity when they grow up and they reach that point. I don't know, I feel like it's going to mess with a lot of kids' identities. That's all I can really say. And for those few who do make it so big that they really do reach like full-on celebrity status, I'm thinking of a couple of kids in particular because their parents have such huge YouTube followings. Sav and Cole LeBrant and their little girl Everly. She's the cutest thing. I mean, I like watching her, but they have a massive following. Like, I have not seen a YouTube family, I have not seen vloggers that have as big of a following as they do. Like, she has her own clothing line now. Probably a lot of the people watching this have heard of her. I recently found out about them, and I was like, wow, they have a lot of people following them. Wow. And so, you know, kids like that really do kind of reach celebrity status, and there's just more and more of them. I just wonder what America's going to be like if we have a whole generation of celebrity kids, you know. Obviously not everybody is vlogging, so it's not a whole, you know, an entire generation. There's not going to be, but anyway, that's why it's not something that, I don't think I will ever do a daily vlog, and it's just kind of because of all of those reasons. It does appeal to me. Like, I think it would be cool to an extent, but another reason that I just don't think I could ever do it is because I don't want my kids to grow up behind a camera. I don't want them to always see a camera in between their face and mine. I don't want it to just be the norm that, like, oh yeah, we're filming everything we do. We are filming our trips to the grocery store. We're filming at the dinner table. There's always a camera around. There's always, mommy or daddy always have a camera in their hand. You know, I don't know. That's not the life that I want for my kids. So, like I said, I watch family vlogs. I watch daily vlogs. I like watching other kids grow up. It's it's a cool thing, and it is something that gets attention and gets followers, and and people are interested in. And I think probably people would be interested in us, but it's just not something that I'm interested in doing, and that's why. So anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.